What does it mean for a country to commit suicide? Can a country actually commit suicide?
Well, let me ask you about some of the statements that you have made recently about those protesters. This week, you called for the banning of pro-Palestinian groups from Florida state colleges. Your Republican challenger, Vivek Ramaswamy, says that violates the First Amendment rights of these students. He writes, quote, "It's a shameful political ploy. It's unconstitutional. It's utter hypocrisy for someone who railed against left-wing cancel culture." What is your response to Mr.
Yeah, this is hilarious that at least, well, this dude, it's hilarious that this dude is actually calling out DeSantis because this dude is kind of bad himself, but it's funny how DeSantis does want to uh, ban people from protesting and using the First Amendment, while at the same time being a right winger, pretending to be all about the Constitution and people having their rights.
Ramaswamy?
This is not cancel culture. This group, they themselves said in the aftermath of the Hamas attack that they don't just stand in solidarity, that they are part of this Hamas movement. And so, yeah, you have a right to go out.
Okay, if these people were actually a part of Hamas, the government would be arresting them for being a part of a terrorist group and a war against one of its allies. And that's probably not happening because these people aren't Hamas terrorist agents.
And demonstrate, but you can't provide material support to terrorism. They've linked themselves to Hamas, and so we absolutely decertified them. They should not get 1 red cent of taxpayer dollars. And we also have strong laws in Florida against fundraising for groups like Hamas, and we are enforcing those vigorously. It's not a First Amendment issue.
So are you actually arresting these people for being connected to Hamas? Because let's see that actually go through the courts, because more than likely he just dislikes the pro-Palestinian group because he's in support of the Israeli government. And if you're in support of the Palestinian group, that automatically means you are connected to Hamas and are against the Israeli government.
That's a material support to terrorism issue.
Yeah, just to be clear, you're citing the Florida law that says one cannot give material aid or resources to a terrorist organization. Do you have any support that they're actually doing that?
Their own words are saying they're part of this organization, that they don't just stand in solidarity, that they don't just support what they did, but that this is their movement too. So once you hitch your wagon to a group like Hamas,
But does he actually have any evidence of said spokesperson of said protest group saying that they are connected to Hamas?
that takes you out of the realm of normal activity, and that's something that we're going to take action against. So we believe we're totally justified within the law, and I think things like this have been litigated time and again. But here's the broader point. You know, are we just going to commit suicide as a country and let groups metastasize who are openly siding with brutal terrorist organizations? I don't think that's a recipe for a successful country. I want to have a country.
What about people on the right that side with Putin and his invasion of Ukraine? It's wild how it's somehow supporting terrorism when you support the Palestinian people, but it's not terrorism when you support Putin and his invasion of Ukraine. Like, it's wild how right-wingers actually have no logic going on in their brains.
Where we're protected from that stuff.
Yeah.
So I think we made the right decision. I stand by it 100%.
Thanks for watching. Stay up.